So let's talk about manufacturing. I mean, clearly it's a product.
Right.
You've been through, we talked about the design, the market interest, you took the slow and steady to build a great business approach, which is what you've done. But you opted initially to contract out the manufacturing. So can you talk about the journey of that decision and how you've now kind of pivoted on that and changed that around?
Right. Well, the huge advantage we had was my friend's family was in the aerosol business. So they knew all the contract manufacturers out there, and their advice, which is great advice, was don't try doing this yourself when you have these other contract manufacturers who can do it for you. It's a headache, and do it this way. And we did. And it was great, and it has been great. And we have great partners as our contract fillers. The pandemic hit. And we saw that these contract aerosol fillers were now filling Lysol and other things and they didn't have any more line time for us. And so our demand spiked, but they didn't have line time for us. So we're like, well, this is sort of silly. And then we hired a few consultants, listen, you can do this yourself. And there are companies that make aerosol manufacturing machinery that you can do this. And so I'm like, I'm not an engineer, but but I stayed in the Holiday Inn last night. So we started investigating machinery, and we bought a small machine, and we started filling ourselves. And now we're invested in a larger machine coming in, hopefully this week, manufactured in Connecticut by Beardsworth in Thomaston, Connecticut.
Beautiful.
And by some other products from Litchfield Packaging and Machinery up in Morris, Connecticut. So we're trying to stay local in Connecticut and buy locally and have our. So it's been the manufacturing pivot has enabled us to keep supply and also manage our stock and our inventory much better. And also as we grow, it'll be something that is much better to have in-house.